We bring you live to Castlewood, South Dakota, where tonight it is more American Legion baseball between Sisseton Post 50 and Castlewood Post 250. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Michael Rosencrans with you in the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth, and I am glad to have you along on this Thursday, July 9th, as Sisseton Post 50 heads back on the road for their 8th road game of the season to take on Castlewood Post 250. Pre-game show brought to you by First Call Auto Parts Napa. Thank you so much to those wonderful people for sponsoring American Legion baseball tonight and all season long. Well, getting into the records of the two teams, Sisseton Post 50 is 14-5 after splitting the doubleheader on Monday against Groton Post 39, where they saw scores of 4-2 and 10-7 were those scores in that doubleheader. Groton made things really interesting, if you recall, in that second game. 9-run first inning for Sisseton Post 50 before Groton Post 39 ended up scoring 3 in the second off of that 3-run home run, and then made things really interesting in the top of the 5th, where it was their final call, and ended up scoring 4 runs, had the bases loaded with 2 outs, knocking on the doorstep until the pitching change made from Max Dowling to Levi Nelson to close things off in that one, and that is how Sisseton gets to their 14-5 record on the season. Castlewood Post 50, on the other hand, they come in at 2-11. They've struggled this season. They're 1-5 at home. Their most recent victory, though, came this week against Clear Lake. Caden Nedved throwing a no-hitter in that contest to get the win over Clear Lake. So a big bright spot for this Castlewood team who's been struggling most of the season. That came last Friday, as a matter of fact, against Clear Lake. That game was a 7-0 victory for Castlewood Post 250. Well, we'll take a quick break. Come on right back in 1 minute. You'll hear my conversation with assistant coach Mark Nelson when you return back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Need custom gear? Visit 605 Design and Apparel on Veterans Avenue. They specialize in unique logos and designs with direct transfers and embroidery on t-shirts, hoodies, caps, and have a great selection of Sisseton Redmond apparel in store. Whether it's for your business, school, sports team, family reunion, or party, they'll personalize it with a quick turnaround. For standout designs and speedy service, choose 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton. Check them out on Facebook today.
Cabinetry in Sisseton. We don't just build cabinets, we build futures. As an employee-owned company, every team member has a stake in our success. That means more pride in the work, more dedication to quality, and more reason to go that extra mile. Whether you're looking for a great place to work or custom cabinetry made with care, Woodland Cabinetry delivers. Stop by or visit woodlandcabinetry.com and see what employee ownership really looks like.
Welcome back to Castlewood Baseball Field. Michael Rosencrans here ahead of time with assistant coach Mark Nelson. Coach, last time you guys played, it was against Groton Post 39. Tough doubleheader, but you ended up getting the split in that one. What'd you see in that?
I just saw that we just had a hard time in the first game, just trying to string something together offensively. The bats were real quiet. We talk about time and time again winning that first inning, and they gave us a chance to jump out early, and we just couldn't get it done. We couldn't play to run, and so came back in the second game and strung a few hits together and got the split.
Absolutely. Going into today, it's just a single game being played tonight. Pretty shorthanded lineup due to some players being injured, due to some being out on vacation as well. What are you hoping to accomplish tonight with that shorthanded lineup?
We talked on the way here about just making sure that we get these guys reps. We have the 4th of July weekend, the long holiday there, and just how baseball is such a game of continuity, and just making sure that we get players the at-bats, the reps. And so we're just trying to keep our guys, focused at the plate, and we're trying to, get ready for playoff baseball coming up here. And so hopefully, we can get the offense going. And, we've relied heavily on our pitching all year long. And we got some, pitching tonight. Hopefully we get some pitching back. We'll see how how that goes. Or Brad's going to take the bump for us tonight. Hopefully we can get that going, and he can hopefully have a strong outing. I know he's been dealing with a little injury stuff. Hopefully we can get him back in the fold.
Yes, touching on Bradley Hansen. He's been out since that Big Stone game after that pretty scary collision out in left field with the concussion, but really, really, really good to see him back on the bump. I'd imagine his leash is going to be pretty short tonight.
I hope he can throw and feel good and get on a roll and find a rhythm. And I'm hoping that he feels good about it. But yeah, we want to make sure that we watch him. And Brad's put up some pretty decent numbers for us offensively before he got hurt. And boy, that'd be nice if we could get him back to that shape before playoffs come.
Absolutely. Turning to the Castlewood side of things, Caden Edved takes the bump for Castlewood post 250. Caden just threw a no-hitter the other day against Clear Lake. So, you look at a team like Castlewood, sure, they've only got a couple wins in the season, but they still have really good pitching. What's your approach against Caden tonight?
I think just put the ball in play. If we can put bat on ball, we've been telling our kids all year long, just consistently put the ball in play and good things will happen. We've got some athletes on our team. We've got some speed at the top of the order, and putting the ball in play and then plating runs early, that's going to be huge for us. We've just struggled offensively in recent weeks here. If we can get to him early and get a run or two plated on the first couple innings, I think it'll be a good win for us.
No doubt. Sisseton and Castlewood, let's make it happen, Coach. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was assistant coach Mark Nelson. Stay with us. More after this. Back on 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Sisseton Livestock Auction, always a proud supporter of all high school activities, including the arts, speech, sports, and music. All classes provide a very important part of learning. Sisseton Livestock recognizes parents, coaches, and teachers for representing our school and community. Congratulations for your achievement. It takes a great effort and teamwork from everyone to be there. Good luck in your game from everyone at the Sisseton Livestock Auction.
Summer savings are heating up at First Call Auto Parts Napa, Sisseton, Webster, and Wheaton. Right now, claim a $25 Napa gift card with the purchase of a qualifying AAA battery. Plus, receive a Napa USA Shield Ultimate Cap with any $40 purchase while supplies last. Whether you're headed to the lake, the campground, or the job site, First Call Auto Parts has everything you need to keep your car or pickup running strong through these hot summer months. Stop by First Call Auto Parts Napa in Sisseton, Webster, or Wheaton, where summer savings are waiting for you.
We're back at Castlewood Baseball Field for the continuation of the First Call Auto Parts Napa pregame show. Lineup cards have been exchanged. We will get to you those in just a moment. Starting lineups have been announced, but right now let's send it down to the field for the playing of our national anthem. national anthem has concluded from Castlewood Baseball Field. We're just about set and ready to go for game time. Starting lineups brought to you all season long by 605 Design and Apparel. Let's get you those right now. For Sisseton Post 50 under the direction of Trent Bestlin, Corey Peterson, and Mark Nelson. They line up like this. Leading off and playing shortstop, Levi Nelson. LJ Crooks follows in center field, hitting second. Max Dowland is hitting third, playing first base. Rowan Anderson does the catching. He hits cleanup, batting fifth and playing third base. Bryson Hansen. Luke Nielsen follows, hitting sixth and playing second base. J.J. Ham out in left field, batting seventh. Ryder White follows in right field, hitting eighth, and batting ninth is the designated hitter, Kester Saribin. For Castlewood Post 250, who are taking the field right now, their lineup goes like this. Leading off and pitching, Caden Nedved. Brody Bass follows at shortstop and batting second. Batting third and catching is Jax Theraldson. Hitting cleanup and playing third base is Davis Gales. Batting fifth and playing left field, Trevor Everson. Kipton Eatson follows, hitting sixth and playing first base. In center field and batting seventh, Dante Shortsman, followed by Kyrell Baker out in right field, hitting eighth and batting ninth and playing second base for Castlewood Post 250, Logan McMillan. Pitching matchups brought to you by 605 Design and Apparel. Caden Nedved takes the bump for Castlewood Post 250. Had that no-hitter last Friday against Clear Lake 7-11. That score was 7-0. A remarkable outing for Caden Nedved, probably one of the best arms that Castlewood has on their team, and he's looking to get off on the right foot against another tough opponent in Sisseton Post 50. It'll certainly be a challenge for him, but Nedved rises to the occasion quite some time. Here's the starting defense behind Caden Nedved from left to right field. It goes Trevor Everson, Dante Shortsman, Kyrell Baker. Third base to first base goes Davis Gales, Brody Bass, Logan McMillan, and Kipton Eadson. And the battery is Caden Nedved and Jax Theraldson. Castlewood in their home blues, white numerals outlined in red. Castlewood across the back of the jersey, block lettering in white outlined in red. Blue pants with white and red striping down the sides and white socks. Sisseton Post 50, pretty similar. They're wearing their road blues as well with red numerals outlined in white. Have the 50 stars of the American flag on the right sleeve. Have the red and white stripes of the American flag on the left sleeve. White pants and white socks. Caden Nedved finishing his warm-up tosses, and we are just about set and ready to go from Castlewood. So glad to have you along on this July 9th, this Thursday. Absolutely gorgeous day for baseball. Sunny skies, a little bit of clouds in the sky, but you couldn't ask for anything better in this game here tonight. Levi Nelson starts things off against Caden Nedved. It'll be a good test for Caden Nedved here tonight. Here we go. The first pitch of the ball game is behind Nelson, who squared to bunt. We are underway from Castlewood. First pitch officially at 6:03 p.m. with a game time temperature of 80 degrees. That's certainly a way to wake up Levi Nelson at the plate. The 1-0 is inside, so that misses 2-0. A good hitter's count to Levi Nelson, one of the fastest players on this team. Is a stolen base machine. 2-0. Pumped in the zone for a strike, and it's 2-1. Nelson into that right-handed batter's box. Knees slightly flexed. Holds that bat over the right shoulder. The 2-1. Slider. That one just misses. 3-1 the count to Levi Nelson. First innings brought to you by Venture Communications. Nedved from the windup. The 3-1. That misses high and inside. A leadoff walk to Levi Nelson. And the base running
for Sisseton's number 8, the center fielder.
Already starts. Here's LJ Crooks. Levi Nelson, always such a dangerous threat on the base paths. Anytime he gets on base, he is off within the first pitch or two. Has a massive lead at first already. Nedved looks him back to first. Nelson slides back in head first. That's exactly what Nedved wants to do. Keep a watchful eye on Nelson. There's the first pitch. There goes Levi. That pitch is low. Dropped, though, behind the plate by Theraldson, and Nelson swipes second easily. Nelson already in scoring position for Sisseton. Nobody gone in the top of the first. We're scoreless on the Stilson Service scoreboard. 1-0. That one misses a little high, 2-0. So back-to-back 2-0 counts for Caden Nedved to start. Nelson on second, has a big lead off of second again. 2-0. Fastball misses inside. 3-0 the count to LJ Crooks. One big name returning in the lineup for Sisseton Post 50, Bradley Hansen. So good to see him back in the lineup. He'll be doing the pitching tonight. 3-0, taken all the way in there for a strike. There goes Nelson, throw to third. Not in time. Nelson swipes third. Very close play and a nice throw from Theraldson behind the plate. But Nelson with his second stolen base, and the first run for Sisseton is looming 90 feet away. 3-1 count to LJ Crooks. Nedved leads in, gets a sign from Theraldson and sets. Holds the glove with the letters. 3-1. Stroked into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit, and the score comes Nelson. An RBI single for LJ Crooks, and just like that, Sisseton strikes first. It's 1-0.
3, the first baseman, Max Dahlin.
2 consecutive have reached for Sisseton, and now it's time for Max Dahlin. Righty-righty matchup, Nedved to Dahlin. Throw back to first, and Crooks gets back in there safely. Yeah. Caden Nedved going to have to face a primarily right-handed lineup, the only exception being Ryder White, who hits 8th in this lineup. First pitch, there goes LJ. Transfer couldn't be handled cleanly by Theraldson, and Crooks is aboard second with a stolen base of his own. So the third stolen base this inning for Sisseton Post 50, and just like it was with Levi Nelson, LJ Crooks is in scoring position. 1-0 count to Dahlin. Here it is. Popped high in the air, back behind the plate, and fouling out of play. 1-1 the count to Max Dahlin. Taking his talents to the collegiate level once the summer season is over. He'll be going to Minnesota. 1-1. That misses high and outside. 2-1 the count to Max Dahlin. I should say in Wilmar, Minnesota, not to be confused with the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Nedved sets. Takes a look at LJ, the 2-1. Slider misses high, 3-1 the count. Nedved having a little bit of trouble hitting the zone, and it's going to be tough against this Sisseton Post 50 team who has strived on pitchers sort of struggling to hit the zone. High pop-up on the infield, though. Nedved camps under it, makes the catch. Weak contact, and there's the first out for Castlewood Post 250.
Now to bat for Sisseton is number 10, the catcher, Rylan Anderson.
1 on, 1 out. That brings up Rylan Anderson. Anderson doing the catching defensively for Sisseton Post 50. LJ Crooks on second. 1 out in the top of the first. Sisseton leads 1-0. First pitch to Rylan. Swing and a miss. Good slider down and away. Anderson's one of those hitters that if you throw a slider and it's in the right spot, he will usually try and chase. Good example of that right there. 0-1. Slider again, pumped right in the zone, and it's quickly 0-2 to Rylan Anderson. So this would be a certainly good way to bounce back for Caden Nedved after giving up the leadoff run. The 0-2. Fastball grounded weakly just in front of Nedved. Theraldson comes to get it, though. Sets his feet, throws to first in time to get the out. Crooks takes a big turn and hold at third, so Anderson will do your job at bat. And there's a runner at third with 2 outs.
Now batting for Sisseton is number 11, third baseman, Bryson Hansen.
That'll bring up Bryson Hansen. Sisseton Post 50 making Nedved work early. So Crooks advances to third. That put out for Anderson goes 2-3. Hansen swings and lifts the fly ball. First base side. Camping over is Eidson. He'll make the catch, and the side is retired. So Nedved only gives up the 1 run, and a good way to bounce back to get the 3 straight outs after the 1 run. Let's go to the bottom of the first. 1-0 Sisseton back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Dakota Connection C-Store. On your way to the game or coming home from the game, stop at Dakota Connection C-Store for the snacks and drinks everyone wants. And you can top off the tank. Dakota Connection C-Store. Open 8 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Friendly smiles and everything you need to make your trip a great memory. Dakota Connection C-Store. Hoping that all of our area teams have a great season. Dakota Connection.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
1-0 Sisseton as we enter the bottom of the first. Castlewood comes up, and their three due up. Caden Nedved, Brody Bass, Jax Theraldson to face Bradley Hansen, who returns to this game tonight after being out since June 29th with that concussion after that scary collision. So good to see him back in the lineup. Don't be surprised if his leash is relatively short, though. Easing back into things, as I was told by the coaching staff, Trent Bestland heavily stresses baby steps and getting Bradley Hansen back into it. Just before the game, spoke with manager Trent Bestland and said Bradley's still having a little bit of trouble tracking the ball. He's still experiencing symptoms that are making it difficult for him to track the ball. So his leash is expected to be relatively short tonight. But either way, Bradley Hansen is back on the diamond, and we couldn't be more excited to see him back on the diamond. Caden Nedved leads things off against Bradley Hansen. Pitcher against pitcher. One on the mound, one in the batter's box. 1-0 Sisseton. Caden Nedved had a good bounce back after giving up that one run. We'll see how he fares in the batter's box. First pitch fastball rides outside, ball one. Hansen quick to work on Caden. 1-0. Fastball on the inner third, called a strike, and it's 1-1. Castlewood in their home blues, white numerals, white lettering outlined in red. 1-1. Fouled straight back to the fence, and it's 1-2. Good job for Hansen already to attack the zone. Quickly ahead in the count, 1-2 to Nedved. And here it is. Slider misses outside in the left-handed batter's box, 2-2. Certainly didn't miss by much. Anderson tried to frame it. Hansen's ready. 2-2. Front door slider misses inside, 3-2. That front door slider is always such a deadly pitch of Hansen's, and if you can get it working, it could be a challenge for Castlewood tonight. 3-2. Fastball on the outside corner, called strike three. Nedved goes down on strikes, the first of the night for Bradley Hansen. Strikeouts brought to you every game by Lake Traverse Resort. That brings up Brody Bass. Hansen working from the windup. First pitch to Bass is outside for ball one. Going a lot with that first pitch fastball. Hansen knows how to command the zone so well. 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Get you the starting defense behind Bradley Hansen in just a moment. 1-1. Sprayed into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Nice piece of hitting for Brody Bass. He's aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third for Castlewood, number 23, the catcher, Jax Theraldson.
That'll bring up Jax Theraldson. Starting defense behind Bradley Hansen. From left to right goes J.J. Ham, L.J. Crooks, Ryder White. Third base to first base goes Bryson Hansen, Levi Nelson, Luke Nielsen, Max Dowin. Hansen doing the pitching. Bradley Hansen doing the pitching, I should say. And Rowan Anderson behind the plate doing the catching. 1 on, 1 out for Jax Theraldson. First pitch, there goes the runner. That misses high. Throw down to second is not in time. It was a one-hop throw. Couldn't be handled the cleanest by Nielsen. And Bass is aboard second. Runner in scoring position for Castlewood. 1-0. Fastball misses low. 2-0. Bass on first with that one-out single. Just stole second. And once again in scoring position for Castlewood. 2-0. That one finds the zone. It's 2-1. Theraldson ahead in the count. It's got a big gap between first and second. He might be thinking the same thing that Brody Bass just did. 2-1. Fastball grounded foul behind the plate, and it's 2-2. Castlewood making Hansen work early. Caden Nedved needed just below 20 pitches to get through his half of the first. Bradley Hansen up to 13 pitches right now. 2-2. Swing and a miss and a slider down and away. Theraldson goes down. The second strikeout of the night for Hansen.
Castlewood's number 8, the third baseman, Davis Gales.
That'll bring up Davis Gales. Bass still at second in scoring position. 2 outs this time. Gales looking to tie this game early. Hansen's first offering is lifted high in the air, right field. White coming in a couple steps to his right, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So Bass gets on with the 1-out single, but 3 quick outs. No harm to Sisseton post 50. Let's go to the top of the second. Sisseton leads 1-0. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Headed out on the road or to the big game? Stop by Stilson Service in Sisseton. Fuel up with top-quality Marathon gasoline. Grab your game day snacks, hot coffee, or a quick bite, and stock the cooler with ice-cold drinks. Hitting the lake, Stilson Service has live bait and fishing supplies, too. Locally owned and proud to support our Sisseton Redmond athletes because teamwork and community go hand in hand. Stilson Service, Highway 10, Sisseton. Your one-stop for gas, gear, and good times.
Looking for the perfect spot to relax? Lake Traverse Resort is this area's favorite hotspot on beautiful Lake Traverse. Grab your friends and enjoy a cold beverage and a delicious meal from our full menu. Need a place to stay? LTR also has daily camping sites and cozy cabins for rent, plus a boat ramp for easy lake access. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for great specials. Don't miss out. Lake Traverse Resort, proud sponsor of high school sports.
We're through 1 at Castlewood Baseball Field. 1-0 our score as we enter the top of the second. Every time Sisseton post 50 gets a hit this game, $5 will be donated to the Sisseton Youth Baseball Association, courtesy of Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union in Sisseton. Quick innings for both pitchers. The only exception is the 1 run being scored by Sisseton. Nelson able to come home on that RBI single by L.J. Crooks, and that's only been the difference in this game. Brody Bass able to get on with 1 out in the bottom of the first, but was stranded at second.
Up to bat for Sisseton, number 22, the second baseman, Luke Nielsen.
Nedved returns to work against 6, 7, 8, Nielsen, Ham, and White. First delivery to Luke Nielsen, front door slider, beauty, on the bottom rail for a called strike. Nedved also has that front door slider. Such a tough pitch to hit. 0-1. Pumps in a fastball, inner third, called a strike, and it's quickly 0-2 to Luke Nielsen. Once Nedved gets into a groove, his stuff can be deadly. Takes an extra beat on the mound, now he's ready. 0-2. Foul back to the fencing. It was a slider that Nielsen just got off the end of the bat. And Luke stays alive. No balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. We're in the top of the second inning. Second inning brought to you by Venture Communications. 0-2. Foul back to the fencing again. Good battle early between Nedved and Nielsen. Sisseton post 50, been in an offensive slump recently, just trying to find that groove again before regions start in a couple weeks. 0-2. Front door slider misses high, 1-2. Those regions going to be played July 21st through the 23rd in Millbank. 1-2. Slider grounded towards third, picked up on a couple hops by Gale. Strong throw across the diamond of first in time. 1 up and 1 down.
Number 5, the left fielder, J.J. Ham.
That brings up J.J. Ham. Well, since allowing the first 2 runners on for Sisseton, Caden Nedved's bounced back well. He's retired the last 4 in a row. Here's J.J. Ham, righty-righty matchup. First pitch to J.J. is laced foul, third base side, just past manager Trent Bestland, who didn't even move a muscle. He didn't even react. Oh, he's the manager over at third. He's probably used to seeing many foul balls go by him. 0-1. Popped high in the air on the infield, but that's going back foul and out of play. Quickly 0-2 again. So once again, back-to-back 0-2 counts, I should say, for Caden Nedved. That's the kind of approach you want against a really stout Sisseton lineup. He's ready. 0-2. Front door slider hits him in the helmet. Ham looks to shrug that one off okay.
20, the right fielder, Ryder.
And he trots down to first with a hit by pitch. Never is fun at all when you get hit in the head, but thank goodness that helmet's there. So Ham's aboard first with one out. Here's Ryder White. First pitch, runner goes. Ryder White swings and misses. Throw down to second on a hop. Tag. It's not there, and it trickles away towards left field, but not far enough to where Ham can advance. But either way, he's got a stolen base. Sisseton once again showing their aggression on the base path. 0-1 count to Ryder White. Here it is. Backdoor slider misses high and outside. 1-1 the count. Only left-handed hitter in this Sisseton lineup that Nedved will have to face. Holds the glove with the letters working from the stretch. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good looking pitch right there from Caden. 1-2 the count to Ryder White. 32 pitches so far for Caden, getting the pitch count up there. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Ryder White goes chasing on that high pitch, and that's Nedved's first strikeout of the night.
Hester Sirabin.
2 gone, 1 on. That brings up Kester Saribin. Kester's really found his groove at the plate. He's starting to work really patient at bats. He takes a front door slider for a called strike. But a lot of the times for Kester, it's a lot of swinging and missing and taking a lot of pitches like that. He's really trying to find his groove. 0-1. Fastball on the outer edge for strike 2. Nedved's painting the zone beautifully. And once again, he has an 0-2 count to Kester Saribin. Behind in the count, Nedved's ready. 0-2. Got him. Strike 3. Saribin goes down on 3 pitches as he takes a front door slider. That's a good end to the inning for Nedved as he picks up back-to-back strikeouts. That'll end the threat. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Sisseton. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Traverse Electric Cooperative has been powering our rural tri-state area for generations, and now their commitment goes beyond reliable, affordable electricity. They're here with professional electrician services too. From installations and repairs to maintenance, Traverse Electric's licensed and bonded team is ready for your residential, commercial, ag, generator installs, and new building projects. Quality service, hometown values, and a team you can trust. Call Traverse Electric Cooperative today, working together to keep our communities connected.
Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union believes in people helping people. That means putting you first. As your local community-based credit union, they're here to serve your financial needs with personal service and trusted solutions. Visit the newly remodeled office, use the 24-hour ATM, swing by the drive-up window, or stop inside during business hours. Whatever works for you, Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union is here to help. Call or visit today and see how they can improve your financial future. Because at Coteau Valley, you're more than a customer, you're family. Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union, local, trusted, here for you.
Bottom of the second from Castlewood Baseball Field. Bradley Hansen is back to work on the mound. He faces 5, 6, and 7. First up is Trevor Everson. First pitch from Hansen is a fastball outside for ball 1. It's Everson, Eidson, and Schwartzman. Good to see Bradley back out for another inning of work. Got through the first inning in 15 pitches. Fastball rides outside 2-0, so quickly a good hitter's count to Trevor Everson. 1-0 Sisseton. It's been that way since the first. 2-0. Flied in the air, first base, but fouling out of play. Plenty of cars parked all around. It's not really your standard parking lot. It's a lot of grass around the field and all sorts of cars lined up. 2-1. Fastball roped right to shortstop where Nelson reaches up the left hand and makes the catch almost nonchalantly. And there's one out.
Castlewood's number 3, the first baseman, Kipton Eidson.
Frozen rope right to Nelson for the first out, and that brings up Kipton Eidson. Ready matchup, Hansen to Eidson. First delivery is a fastball flied in the air toward left field. Ham camping under it, barely having a move, makes the catch, and on the next pitch, 2 outs.
Batting for 250, number 16, the center fielder, Dante Schwartzman.
That'll bring up Dante Schwartzman. This is the kind of inning that Hansen is looking for. Quick, easy inning. That is fought off towards second base. Nielsen charging in, has it, flips to first in time. That is a quick and easy inning for Bradley Hansen. 1-2-3 goes Castlewood. We'll go to the top of the third. 1-0 Sisseton. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Sisseton Wahpeton Health and Fitness Center was established in 1999. They provide state-of-the-art exercise equipment in a quality, safe, and professional environment. They have personal trainers and a registered dietitian available and have daily classes with challenges in walking and running clubs. Now offering 24-hour access to all local residents. Call 698-3922 and get fit and healthy again. Sisseton Wahpeton Health and Fitness is proud to support all area high school athletics.
At Dakota Bank, we're proud to be a state-chartered bank with the flexibility to meet your needs and the heart to invest where it matters most, right here at home. Through our Give Where We Live initiative, we're committed to making a positive impact in the communities we serve. From banking and insurance to mortgage and trust services, Dakota Bank is here for customers who value strong, lasting financial relationships, and as always, we're proud supporters of high school sports. Best of luck to all teams. We're cheering you on.
We're through 2 at Castlewood. We enter the top of the third. Nedved returns to work. He's starting to find a groove, and once he does, he can be dangerous. He's got the top of the order again, though. Levi Nelson, LJ Crooks, Max Dahlin. Here's the first delivery to Levi Nelson as a slider outside for ball 1. Nelson reached via the walk his first time up, had 2 stolen bases before he was driven in by LJ Crooks with that RBI single. 1-0. Slider poked in the air to right field, but slicing and fouling out of play. 1-1 the count to Levi Nelson. Has a big gap between second and shortstop. 1-1. Slider misses high. 2-1 the count to Levi. Sisseton post 50, able to get Nedved's pitch count up for the most part. He's at 39. Here's number 40. Fastball fought off and fouled third base side. 2-2. That inside fastball, very, very difficult to hit. Nelson was able to pull the hands in, but yank it foul. 2-2 the count to Nelson. Crooks waits on deck. On deck's brought to you by Thielen Auto Body. 2-2. Fastball misses high. Nelson works it full. Nedved quick to work on Levi. The break even. Grounded back up the middle, past the glove of Nedved. Over it short. Bass can't make the grab. He'll pick it up, throw, and it won't be in time. Nelson just too quick, and he's aboard.
The center fielder, LJ Crooks.
That's going to bring up LJ Crooks. Nelson aboard for the second time tonight. They'll officially rule that a hit. So Nelson aboard with his first hit of the ball game. Throw back to first, and Nelson dives back in head first. Nedved once again paying attention to Nelson as he loves to run. Crooks up, 1-for-1 with a single. Nedved working from the stretch. There goes Nelson. First pitch flied in the air, back behind home plate and fouling out of play. Nelson will have to go back. 0-1 the count to LJ Crooks. One of the seniors on this team will be honored next week at senior night. That would be on Tuesday, July 14th. 0-1, there goes Nelson. Flied back in the air, back behind home plate, and out of play again. Crooks is on that fastball, just a little too late on it. Had a look of frustration in his eyes when he couldn't turn that one around. Quickly 0-2, LJ looking to protect. Nedved takes a look at Nelson and sets. 0-2, there goes Levi. That misses up high. Throw down to second. It is there, and the tag, not in time. Nelson takes second again. That's his third stolen base of the night. It was another good-looking throw by Jax Tharaldson. Just didn't get in there in time. 1-2 the count to L.J. Crooks. Nedved's ready. The pitch. Fastball fouled back to the fencing. We'll do the 1-2 again. Good battle between Nedved and Crooks. Sisseton once again doing a good job of making Nedved work. He's up to 46 pitches. Throw back to second and dangerously close to getting Nelson over at second. Not in time. Seen a couple of those base running blunders really be an issue for Sisseton post 50. They love to be aggressive. 1-2, swing and a miss. Pulled the string on him with the slider. Crooks goes down on strikes. That's the third of the night for Nedved.
The first baseman, Max Dahlin.
1 on, 1 out. That brings up Max Dahlin. Had a weak pop out to Nedved his first time up. Throw back to second, not in time. Nelson once again with a big lead off at second. And he gets back in there. Nedved ready to work against Max Dahlin. First pitch to Max. Fouled straight back to the fence, and it's 0-1. Corey Peterson at first doing the base coaching, and manager Trent Bestland at third. 0-1 the count to Max Dahlin. Here it is. That fastball's behind Dahlin. Ducking out of the way, and it's 1-1. Dahlin doesn't want to relive what he experienced in spring ball. There was a game in spring ball where Dahlin had 4 hit-by pitches in one game. 1-1. Grounded sharply to third, picked up on a couple hops by Gales. No, it's off his glove. Backed up by Bass, and there won't be any play. Dahlin reaches, and there's 2 aboard with 1 out.
This is number 10, the catcher, Rylan Anderson.
That's going to bring up Rylan Anderson. Manager Booker Schooley said a lot of his kids aren't making those small mistakes anymore. Well, there's a mistake there for Davis Gales over at third, and there's 2 aboard with 1 out. First pitch to Anderson is grounded towards second. Diving stop by McMillan. Spins, throws, got him. What a play! McMillan goes down to his knees, spins around, and fires to first. That's a heck of an effort from McMillan, and there's 2 away. Both runners move up.
Batting for Sisseton is number 11, the third baseman, Bryson Hansen.
So another ground out for Anderson on a nice play from McMillan. Here's Bryson Hansen. First pitch to Bryson, front door slider. Ooh, man. That was ruled high, but it didn't miss by much. Nelson at third, Dahlin on second. 1-0 Sisseton. It's been that way since the first. Hansen looking to cash in. 1-0 is fouled out of play, straight back, and it's 1-1. 2 outs in the top of the third. This third inning brought to you by Venture Communications. Righty-righty matchup. Nedved to Hansen. The 1-1. Stroked in the air, shallow on the infield, though. Camping under it is Eidson. He'll make the catch. The side's retired, so 2 are on for Sisseton, but none can be played, and that's Hansen's second pop-out to Kipton Eidson tonight. We'll go to the bottom of the third, 1-0 Sisseton. We'll be back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
When life gives your car a tough break, count on Sealand Auto Body in Sisseton to get you back on the road fast. From minor dings to major collision repairs, their experienced team delivers top-quality workmanship with the kind of hometown service you can trust. Dan and the crew at Sealand Auto Body take pride in doing the job right, so you can drive away with confidence. Find them on East Highway 10 in Sisseton. Sealand Auto Body, where quality and care come standard. Need printing, office supplies, or want to turn your favorite memories into beautiful canvas prints? Stop by the Sisseton Courier and Deitch Printing. From business cards, flyers, posters, forms, banners, and programs to just about anything on paper, we have the printing services you need. Plus, we carry office supplies and can turn your favorite photos into beautiful custom canvas prints for your home or office. Sisseton Courier and Deitch Printing. We do more than a weekly newspaper.
Already through 2.5 as we go to the bottom of the third. Bradley Hansen back to work. Good to see him back to work. Was thinking just before we started, probably about an inning or two, but no, he's looking to go 3 innings potentially, and he's had a great outing in his return. 2 strikeouts and retired Castlewood in order the last time he was out. He faces 8-9-1. Kyrell Baker, Logan McMillan, Caden Nedved. First pitch to Kyrell Baker, fouled, and look out in the first base dugout as he wakes up his teammates over there who are giving him garbage for it. Kyrell's just saying, just keeping you guys awake over there. 0-1, beauty of a front door slider, drops in the bottom rail, 0-2. Hansen once again in a groove, 0-2. Went back to the slider, missed well outside though, 1-2. This inning, the second trip through the order will begin with Caden Nedved due up third. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Went back to the slider. Baker goes fishing. The third strikeout of the night for Hansen.
Number 24, the second baseman, Logan McMillan.
That'll bring up Logan McMillan. Made a heck of a play at second last half inning from his knees. First pitch, front door slider, finds the zone once again for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Grounded foul, third base side. Hansen going back to that slider. He's sticking with that. 0-2 pitch now. Now you got to be wondering if Hansen's going to be thinking fastball to try and speed up Logan McMillan. 0-2. Went back to the slider, missed outside, 1-2. Hansen's been very efficient at 28 pitches through 2 1/3. 1-2. Fastball roped in the air to center field over the head of Nielsen. That gets down for a base hit. McMillan gets on with a 1-out single.
Batting for Castlewood, number 15, the pitcher, Caden Nedved.
Always good when you can get the number 9 guy on base, and that gives Nedved a lone duck on first base to work with. Hansen now working from the stretch, holds the glove of the belt. First pitch to Nedved, fastball in the dirt, good block by Anderson. 1-0 the count to Caden Nedved, who struck out looking his last time up. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the third. 1-0 Sisseton on the Stilson service scoreboard. 1-1. Fastball, outer edge, called a strike, and it's 1-2. Pretty close to that left-handed batter's box, but able to get the call with Sisseton. 1-2. Slider, flied in the air toward left. Ham camping under it. Dancing around in left. Camps under it, makes the catch. And there's the second out as McMillan retreats back to first.
Batting for Castlewood, number 2, the shortstop, Brody Bass.
That'll bring up Brody Bass. No runs, 2 hits for Castlewood. 1 run, 2 hits for Sisseton. There goes the runner. First pitch for a strike. Throw down a second on a hop. And that one gets batted down by Nielsen, and the tag won't be in time. McMillan lost his helmet on the way to second, but either way, he's aboard with a stolen base. And once again, Castlewood has a runner in scoring position. Can they plate him this time? 0-1 to Bass. Swing and a miss. Had him fooled there on that slider, and it's 0-2. Hansen trying to get out of the inning quickly again. Leans in, gets the sign from Anderson, and sets. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Another slider. Down goes Bass, and the side is retired. Bradley Hansen making a great statement in his return back from injury. Let's go to the top of the fourth. 1-0 Sisseton. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Need custom gear? Visit 605 Design and Apparel on Veterans Avenue. They specialize in unique logos and designs with direct transfers and embroidery on t-shirts, hoodies, caps, and have a great selection of Sisseton Redmond apparel in store. Whether it's for your business, school, sports team, family reunion, or party, they'll personalize it with a quick turnaround. For standout designs and speedy service, choose 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton.
just build cabinets. We build futures. As an employee-owned company, every team member has a stake in our success. That means more pride in the work, more dedication to quality, and more reason to go that extra mile. Whether you're looking for a great place to work or custom cabinetry made with care, Woodland Cabinetry delivers. Stop by or visit woodlandcabinetry.com and see what employee ownership really looks like.
Just like that, we're through 3. Top of the 4th in Castlewood. Michael Rosencrans with you in the Lake Traverse Resort broadcast booth. So glad to have you along on this Thursday, July 9th. Picture perfect night for baseball. Sun starting to go behind the clouds, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for spending your Thursday night with us, whether listening on the radio or watching us on YouTube at B103 Radio KBWS. Nedved back to work.
The second baseman, Lou Nielsen.
And he's facing once again 6, 7, and 8, Nielsen, Ham, and White. He faced this exact part of the order to start out the second, and he had a relatively quick inning, faced 1 over the minimum. Nielsen starts things off. Nedved starts him with a front door slider, called a strike. Nielsen grounded out his last time up. Both pitchers have that front door slider working for them tonight. 0-1. Fouled back to the fencing, and it's 0-2. 56 pitches for Nedved. He's finding quicker ways to get outs, and if he can have a quick inning, he's going to be looking in a really good spot. 0-2. In the dirt, Nielsen lays off 1-2. 4 strikeouts tonight for Bradley Hansen. And on the other side, Cade Nedved has 3 strikeouts. Low-scoring affair. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by Nielsen, and he goes down on strikes. That's the 4th of the night for Nedved.
And for Sisseton, it's number 5, the left fielder, J.J. Ham.
Strikeouts brought to you every game by Lake Traverse Resort. Pitchers now even in strikeouts. Here's J.J. Ham, takes a first pitch slider, drops right in the zone for a called strike. Nedved making that slider just look easy, smooth like butter. Flied in the air toward left, ranging over is Everson, still running, and it goes over his head. It drops fair and goes all the way to the wall. Rounding first, heading second is Ham. The throw is not in time. Ham pulls up at second with a 1-out double.
Now it's best for Sisseton is number 20, the right fielder, Ryder White.
Good piece of hitting for J.J. Ham. He's aboard second in scoring position for Ryder White. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch to White. On the way is a fastball on the outer third for a called strike. White struck out his first time up. Has a runner in scoring position this time to work with. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. 0-2. And it was in that second inning that Ryder White had Ham on second again, so very similar situation. 0-2. Slider, swing and a miss. Unfortunately, deja vu for Ryder White as he goes down on strikes again. Number 5 for Nedved. 2 gone, 1 on. That brings up Kester Cerebin. See if Kester can do some damage with Ham on second in scoring position. Nedved working from the stretch. First pitch to Kester is high and outside with the fastball for ball 1. Kester struck out looking his last time up. What adjustments can he make at the plate this time? 1-0. Slider catches the outer third for a called strike, and it's 1-1. 2 outs in the top of the 4th. 1-0 Sisseton. This 4th inning brought to you by Venture Communications. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Happy feet for Cerebin, and it's 1-2. That swing so hard lifted his feet off the ground. My goodness. Cerebin looking to protect with a 1-2 count. on the way. Swing and a miss. Went back to the high cheese, and Sareben couldn't lay off. Another strikeout for Nedved. That's 6, and the side's retired. So once again, Sisseton leaves Ham on second. No damage done through 3.5. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0. Sisseton back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Sisseton Livestock Auction, always a proud supporter of all high school activities, including the arts, speech, sports, and music. All classes provide a very important part of learning. Sisseton Livestock recognizes parents, coaches, and teachers for representing our school and community. Congratulations for your achievement. It takes a great effort and teamwork from everyone to be there. Good luck in your game from everyone at the Sisseton Livestock Auction.
Summer savings are heating up at First Call Auto Parts Napa, Sisseton, Webster, and Wheaton. Right now, claim a $25 Napa gift card with the purchase of a qualifying AAA battery. Plus, receive a Napa USA Shield Ultimate Cap with any $40 purchase while supplies last. Whether you're headed to the lake, the campground, or the job site, First Call Auto Parts has everything you need to keep your car or pickup running strong through these hot summer months. Stop by First Call Auto Parts Napa in Sisseton, Webster, or Wheaton, where summer savings are waiting for you.
Halfway home in this game, through 3.5 as we enter the bottom of the fourth. Bradley Hansen back to work. Good to see him still trying to keep going. He's looking to go through 4 complete innings, and he'll have to face a good part of the order. Jax Theraldson, Davis Gales, Trevor Everson. 3, 4, and 5 for number 1. First pitch to Jax Theraldson is a front door slider. Misses low, ball 1. Theraldson struck out his first time up. Hansen once again has 4 strikeouts on the night. Nedved once again faced 1 over the minimum in the fourth. He has 6 strikeouts. Fastball in the dirt, it's 2-0. So a good hitter's count to Jax Theraldson, looking to jumpstart the offense for Castlewood. They only trail by 1, but it's been very quick innings for Bradley Hansen. 2-0. Grounded on a high chop foul, third base side. Theraldson still ahead in the count, 2-1. Theraldson digging back in that right-handed batter's box as he's ready to go. Theraldson, big bend at the knees, holds that bat high over the right shoulder. 2-1. Fastball at the letters, called strike 2. Hansen's even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody gone in the bottom of the fourth. Sisseton leads 1-0. 2-2. Stroked in the air toward right field, coming in is White, and he'll make the catch. Good read by Ryder White out in right, and there's 1 up and 1 down.
Now batting for Castlewood, number 8, the third baseman, Davis Gales.
That's going to bring up Davis Gales. That's a good read by Ryder White out in right. First pitch to Gales is a fastball in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Gales flew out to right field his first time up. 0-1. Slider well outside, and it's 1-1. Well, this is about as efficient as you can be for Bradley Hansen. He's at 43 pitches with a ball and a strike and 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Flat-footed flail on the slider, and it's 1-2. Man, Bradley Hansen just in a groove right now. 1-2. Front door slider called strike 3. Gales goes down looking. 5 strikeouts for Hansen, and there's 2 away.
Batting for Castlewood, number 22, the left fielder, Trevor Everson.
That brings up Trevor Everson. First pitch from Hansen. Swing and a miss. Oh my. Ugly looking swing on the slider, and it's 0-1. Here's the pitch. Grounded weakly foul, third base side, and it's quickly 0-2 to Everson. Lined out to shortstop his first time up. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Sisseton on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Hansen's ready to go. 0-2. Fastball high and outside. 1-2 the count to Everson. 48 pitches for Hansen. Quick to work. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Went back to the slider. Dropped third. And Anderson will throw down to first to complete the strikeout. A 1-2-3 inning for Bradley Hansen. He continues to shine in his return. Go to the top of the fifth. 1-0 Sisseton. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Dakota Connection C-Store. On your way to the game or coming home from the game, stop at Dakota Connection C-Store for the snacks and drinks everyone wants. And you can top off the tank. Dakota Connection C-Store. Open 8 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Friendly smiles and everything you need to make your trip a great memory. Dakota Connection C-Store. Hoping that all of our area teams have a great season. Dakota Connection.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
Top of the fifth from Castlewood Baseball Field, 1-0 Sisseton. It's been that way since the first. Nedved returns to work on the mound. He's found his groove too. It's been a good pitcher's duel. Both teams, a lot of opportunities to plate runners in, but it's only been the one run. Nedved returns to work against the top of the order in Levi Nelson, who takes a first pitch slider on the outer edge for strike one.
Number 12, the shortstop, Levi Nelson.
Nelson's reached twice today and a walk and a single. 0-1. Flied first base side, fouling out of play. 0-2 the count to Levi Nelson. Nelson's been on Nedved's pitches pretty well tonight. Ahead in the count, though, is Nedved, 0-2, so Levi looking to protect. Bend to the knees for Levi. Holds that bat over the right shoulder, 0-2. Front door slider upstairs, 1-2. Nedved at 70 pitches in the top of the fifth. He's looking to get through this fifth inning and hold Sisseton at 1. Nedved's ready. 1-2. Grounded sharply to third. Picked up on the right side by Gale. Strong throw across the diamond. Not in time, though. Pulled Eidson off the bag at first, and Nelson's aboard for the third time.
Now batting for Sisseton, number 8, center fielder L.J. Crooks.
That's going to bring up L.J. Crooks. Single and a strikeout tonight for L.J. There goes Levi. Pitch in the dirt. Throw down to second. Way up the line at second. Nelson is aboard with his 4th stolen base of the night. Nelson, a speed demon, out on the base pass. 1-0. Slider rides high. 2-0 to L.J. Crooks. What a day for Levi. 3 times he's been on base. 2 via the single, 1 with a walk. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Good looking slider from Caden Nedved. 2-1. Crooks struck out his last time up, had a single back in the first inning. That was the game's only run. 2-1. Flied in the air, shallow first base side. Eidson running over into foul territory. He'll make the catch. Nelson stays put at second.
Now to bat for post 50s, number 3, the first baseman Max Dahlin.
That's going to bring up Max Dahlin. And Nelson's caught in a run down the throwback to second. Trickled off the glove of McMillan into center field. Rounding third, heading home is Nelson. There won't be any throw. Heads up, base running. Sisseton takes advantage of the bad throw. It's 2-0. So without even having to face a pitch, the second run comes across for Sisseton. First delivery to Dollins, swing and a miss. On the fastball, lower part of the zone, it's 0-1. So Nelson scores on the throwing error by Nedved. Fly ball in the air toward left center field in the gap. Coming over to retrieve it is Everson. He can't get it. Plays it on one hop. It's down for a base hit, and Dowan's aboard.
Rylan Anderson.
Sisseton starting to find their offensive groove a little bit. Two hitters have got on successfully via the base hit. High chopper right back to Nedved. Under his glove, still has it. Fires to first in time. Good play to get Anderson, and Dowan scoots up to second, and he'll stay there.
Assistant number 11, third baseman Bryson Hansen.
So Dowan is at second in scoring position. Anderson moves him over again with another ground out. That put out goes 1-3. That brings up Bryson Hansen. He's popped out twice to Kipton Eidson over at first base. Fastball outside for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs in the top of the fifth. 2-0 Sisseton. 1-0. Slider rides high. 2-0 the count. Dowan at second, looking to be more insurance for Sisseton. 2-0, slider well inside, ducking out of the way is Hansen, and it's 3-0. Nedved's pitched so well tonight, just had that error, trying to get back into this at-bat. 3-0, taken all the way, fastball right down Broadway for strike one. Nedved quick to work on Hansen. Gets the sign from Theraldson and sets. Holds the glove at the letters. 3-1. Fastball perfect on the outside corner, and it's 3-2. Nedved works the count full. Hansen trying to keep the inning alive. Nedved looking to keep the damage to just 1 run. Break even. Just outside with the fastball. Hansen draws a 2-out walk, and the inning remains alive.
Batting for Sisseton is number 22, the second baseman Luke Nielsen.
That'll bring up Luke Nielsen. 2 on, 2 out in the top of the fifth. 2-0 Sisseton. First pitch to Luke. Grounded third base side, but foul as manager Trent Bestlin picks it up with the bare hands and quickly fires it back to Caden Nedved. Smooth operation. Dowan on second. Hansen on first. Nedved at 85 pitches. 0-1. Outside, that gets away from Theraldson. Both runners moving up. There won't be any play, and 2 are in scoring position. Big opportunity for Sisseton to put more insurance runs on, both advancing on the wild pitch. That one finds the zone for a called strike, and it's 1-2 to Luke Nielsen. 2 outs, 2 on in the top of the fifth. 2-0 Sisseton. Nielsen 0 for 2 tonight with a ground out and a strikeout. Nedved's ready. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. Nielsen goes down on strikes again, and Nedved limits the damage to just 1. Good bounce back for Caden. Let's go to the bottom of the fifth. 2-0 Sisseton. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Headed out on the road or to the big game? Stop by Stilson Service in Sisseton. Fuel up with top-quality Marathon gasoline. Grab your game day snacks, hot coffee or a quick bite, and stock the cooler with ice-cold drinks. Hitting the lake, Stilson Service has life bait and fishing supplies too. Locally owned and proud to support our Sisseton Redmond athletes because teamwork and community go hand in hand. Stilson Service, Highway 10, Sisseton. Your one-stop for gas, gear, and good times.
Looking for the perfect spot to relax? Lake Traverse Resort is this area's favorite hotspot on beautiful Lake Traverse. Grab your friends and enjoy a cold beverage and a delicious meal from our full menu. Need a place to stay? LTR also has daily camping sites and cozy cabins for rent, plus a boat ramp for easy lake access. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for great specials. Don't miss out. Lake Traverse Resort, proud sponsor of high school sports.
We're through 4.5 in Castlewood as we enter the bottom of the fifth. 2-0 Sisseton. Nelson scores again on a throwing error by Caden Nedved. Takes advantage of the error there, and now that brings Bradley Hansen back to work. He's at 49 pitches, and he's trying to go through 5 innings of work in his return from injury. What a story this is. First pitch from Hansen misses outside. Ball 1 to Kipton Eidson. It's Eidson, Schwartzman, and Kyrell Baker due up this inning. 1-0. Fastball misses outside. Good hitters count to Kipton Eidson. Flied out to left his first time up. Has a good hitters count to him. 2-0. Skied in the air towards center. Crooks is on it, ranging to his right. Makes the catch. 1 up and 1 down.
Up to bat for Castle's number 16, the center fielder Dante Schwartzman.
That's going to bring up Dante Schwartzman. First pitch to Dante on the outer edge for a called strike. Hansen's retired the last 6 in a row. 0-1. Front door slider. Picture perfect on the bottom rail. Called a strike. 0-2 the count to Dante Schwartzman. Grounded out his last time up. That was in the second inning. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Nasty slider. Schwartzman goes down on 3 pitches. 2 up and 2 down.
That was number 4, the right fielder Kyrell Baker.
7 strikeouts tonight for Bradley Hansen. He's retired 7 in a row. 2 up and 2 down. That brings up Kyrell Baker. Front door slider missed just low for ball 1. Baker struck out swinging his last time up. The 1-0. Slider, swing and a miss. It's just been a barrage of sliders from Bradley Hansen, and Castlewood just cannot catch up to it. 1-1. Showing bunt as Baker pulls back, called a strike, and it's 1-2. Opting to try and play a little small ball as Hansen at third moves in on the infield grass. Now we'll back up with the 2 strikes in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Kyrell Baker. Hansen's ready. The pitch. Low and inside, another front door slider that just missed. 2-2. 5th inning brought to you by Venture Communications. 2-0 Sisseton. 2-2. That one low. Hansen rushed off the mound, thought it was going to be strike 3, and instead it was ball 3. And my goodness, everybody a little confused. Baker threw away the bat towards the dugout. He thought it was ball 4, but it is not yet to be. It is 3-2. Here we go. The pitch. That one just missed. Hansen gives a long look to home plate umpire and says, "You sure that one wasn't a strike?" And he in fact was. So a 2-out walk to Kyrell Baker.
The second baseman Logan McMillan.
That brings up Logan McMillan. 1 on, 2 outs for McMillan, who singled his last time up. First pitch, runner goes, swing and a miss. Throw down to second is well up the line. Good backup behind it, shortstop by Nelson. Baker's aboard second with a stolen bag. So here you go again, a runner in scoring position for Castlewood. They've left 2 runners on all game. Hoping to finally break the scoreless drought. 0-1. Slider down and away in the dirt, 1-1. McMillan also has a stolen base on the night. 1-1, swing and a miss. 1-2. Hansen ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Hansen quick to work. He's ready. 1-2. Outside, good. Block by Anderson. Nearly from going to the fence. That would have sent Baker over to third. Count is even at 2-2. Hansen leans in, gets the sign from Anderson and sets. 2-2. Grounded foul back behind the plate. 2-2 it remains to McMillan. Caden Nedved waits on deck. On deck's brought to you by Thielen Auto Body. McMillan digs back in. Bend at the knees, wiggles that bat over the right shoulder. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Another slider. McMillan goes down on strikes, and the side is retired. Bradley Hansen continuing to dominate on the mound. We're through 5. Let's go to the top of the 6th. 2-0 Sisseton. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Traverse Electric Cooperative has been powering our rural tri-state area for generations, and now their commitment goes beyond reliable, affordable electricity. They're here with professional electrician services too. From installations and repairs to maintenance, Traverse Electric's licensed and bonded team is ready for your residential, commercial, ag, generator installs, and new building projects. Quality service, hometown values, and a team you can trust. Call Traverse Electric Cooperative today, working together to keep our communities connected.
Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union believes in people helping people. That means putting you first. As your local community-based credit union, they're here to serve your financial needs with personal service and trusted solutions. Visit the newly remodeled office, use the 24-hour ATM, swing by the drive-up window, or stop inside during business hours. Whatever works for you, Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union is here to help. Call or visit today and see how they can improve your financial future. Because at Coteau Valley, you're more than a customer, you're family. Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union, local, trusted, here for you.
Every time Sisseton Post 50 gets hit this game, $5 will be donated to the Sisseton Youth Baseball Association, courtesy of Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union in Sisseton. 5 total hits for Sisseton. They've plated 2 runs, so that's a total of $25 to Sisseton Youth Baseball Association. Caden Nedved returns to work. 88 pitches right now, has around 17 more, and with the rule in Legion, it's 105 pitches on the limit for one pitcher, but you are allowed to finish the remaining hitter if you do go over that 105. So Caden returns to work, and he's facing 7, 8, and 9. J.J. Ham first to face him. First pitch outside for ball 1. 7, 8, and 9. Ham, White, and Cerebin. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Ham's reached twice tonight in a hit by pitch and double. Here's the 1-1. That one missed just low. 2-1. 2-0 Sisseton. That second run was plated in the 5th. 2-1. Front door slider. That one finds the inside corner, and it's 2-2. Scoreboard shows 3-1. I believe that was called a strike, was it not? My mistake, it is a ball. 3-1 pitch is skied back up and fouled out of play. And now it's the second strike. It's 3-2. I think where I was confused is where was the home plate umpire was dialing in the pitch count on his device that he uses. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by Ham. He goes down on strikes. 1 up and 1 down.
Number 20, the right fielder, Ryder White.
Nedved still dialing in, finding ways to strike guys out. 8 on the night for Caden. Here's Ryder White. First pitch to Ryder is grounded on a couple hops towards first. Coming over to get his Eatson. Throws back to Nedved, who covers first. Nice looking play. 2 up and 2 down.
Out to bat is number 42, Kester Cerebin.
That's going to bring up Kester Cerebin. And this is the kind of inning that Nedved needs to keep Sisseton at bay and to get out of the inning, no damage done. A first pitch fastball, strike called to Kester Cerebin on the outer corner. 2 strikeouts tonight for Cerebin, looking to change that. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Flat-footed flail on the fastball, and it's 0-2. Tough night for the bottom part of the order. They've struck out 5 total times. Make that a 6th as Cerebin swings and misses at the slider. 9 strikeouts for Nedved. The side is retired. 1, 2, 3 goes Sisseton in order through 5.5. Let's go to the bottom of the 6th. Castlewood needs to find something to get the bats going. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Sisseton
Sisseton Wapaton Health and Fitness Center was established in 1999. They provide state-of-the-art exercise equipment in a quality, safe, and professional environment. They have personal trainers and a registered dietitian available and have daily classes with challenges in walking and running clubs. Now offering 24-hour access to all local residents. Call 698-3922 and get fit and healthy again. Sisseton Wapaton Health and Fitness is proud to support all area high school athletics.
At Dakota Bank, we're proud to be a state-chartered bank with the flexibility to meet your needs and the heart to invest where it matters most, right here at home. Through our Give Where We Live initiative, we're committed to making a positive impact in the communities we serve. From banking and insurance to mortgage and trust services, Dakota Bank is here for customers who value strong, lasting financial relationships, and as always, we're proud supporters of high school sports. Best of luck to all teams. We're cheering you on.
Bottom of the sixth from Castlewood, and guess who? Bradley Hansen returns back to work through 5 innings where he's utterly dominated tonight in his return from injury. Had that concussion back in the Big Stone Series on June 29th. First game back from the lineup, and he is back like he never left. He's facing a tough part of the order. Caden Nedved, Brody Bass, Jack Theraldson. 1, 2, 3. 2-0 Sisseton. It's been that way since the 5th. First, Hansen faces Caden Nedved. First pitch to Caden. Skied in the air toward right field. Down ranging back. Still going back into foul territory. And that one will go foul and out of play. Caden jumping on that first pitch, trying to show some aggression at the plate. No runs, 2 hits for Castlewood. 2 runs, 5 hits for Sisseton. Castlewood's only left 3 on base all night long, whereas in contrast, Sisseton has left 7 on base. A low-scoring game, some signs of the offensive struggles for Sisseton and some offensive struggles for Castlewood. 0-1, grounded on a high chop to second, charging in is Nielsen. That's going to be a tough play. Underhand throws, got him. Nice play there by Nielsen to stay with it and stay calm. 1 up and 1 down.
Brody Bass.
That was an odd-looking, almost like sidearm-looking flip from Nielsen over to Dowell at first, but he gets the out regardless. 1 up and 1 down. That brings up Brody Bass. First pitch to Brody is a slider high and outside for ball 1. Bass 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. The 1-0 from Hansen is on the outside corner for a called strike. Bass did not like that call too much. Might have been aided by the framing of Rowan Anderson. 1-1. Fouled out of play straight back, and it's 1-2. Hansen just attacking the zone, making Castlewood work tonight. And it's been a tough task at hand. The 1-2. Slider misses high. 2-2 the count, evens for Brody Bass. 6th inning brought to you by Venture Communications. 2-0 Sisseton on the Stilson Service scoreboard. 2-2. Fastball rides high. Count fills on Brody Bass now. Here's the payoff. Foul back to the fence. Good fight from Bass. That's the kind of fight Castlewood needs right now. They've been kept blank through 5. Again, the 3-2. Outside, he walked him. A 1-out walk. Bass is aboard for the 2nd time tonight.
Batting for Castlewood, number 23, the catcher, Jack Theraldson.
That's going to bring up Jack Theraldson. 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a lineout. Receiving words of encouragement and instructions from manager Booker Schooley. 1 on, 1 out, and again, Castlewood has had quite a few opportunities. They've only left 3 on, but all 3 times Hansen's been able to focus on each hitter at hand and not worry about that runner. It's 2-0 Sisseton, but one swing of the bat can really change the game. First pitch to Jack shows bunt, pulls back in there for a strike, 0-1. Bryson Hansen races in from third. See if he'll stay on the infield grass. No, he'll back up to third. Castlewood could be opting to play a little small ball. Hansen just on the fringe of that outfield grass. The 0-1 shows bunt, pulls back. There goes the runner. Throw down to second is high. The tag, not in time. The throw pulled Nielsen off the bag at second. The tag was applied, but not in time as Bass swipes second. His second stolen base of the night. And here we go again. Bass in scoring position for Castlewood. With one on and one out, the 1-1. That one missed just high. 2-1 the count to Theraldson. Bass on second, 2-1, one out in the bottom of the sixth. The pitch. Fastball rides high, 3-1. Hansen not missing by much, but just upstairs above the lettering. Theraldson digs back in. Big bend at the knees, holds that bat high over the right shoulder. 3-1. Inside, back-to-back walks for Bradley Hansen, and Castlewood's in business. That's going to bring up Davis Gales. He's in the cleanup hole. Bass on second, Theraldson on first. Both reach by way of the walk. What a big opportunity for Davis Gales.
Davis Gales.
2 on, 1 out in the bottom of the sixth, where Nedved has pitched great tonight. And he's asking his team for runs. There goes the runner at second. Throw down to third is off the glove of Hansen, but Nelson backs him up at short. A double steal, though, as Bass takes third and Theraldson takes second. That is a heck of a stop for Hansen at third, just off the glove, but that could have been disastrous. 2-1, grounded towards third. Under the glove of Hansen in the left for a base hit. 1 run scores, an RBI single for Davis Gales. Don't look now. Castlewood's cut it to 1.
Batting for Castlewood, number 22, the left fielder, Trevor Everson.
That brings up Trevor Everson. Runners at the corners. Theraldson on third, Gales on first. He brings in Castlewood's first run with the RBI single. Hansen at 83 pitches, Castlewood making him work. Everson with the tying run at third. First pitch lays down a bunt right at Hansen. Throws home. The tag will be applied at the plate. Nice heads-up play from Hansen to Anderson. The tag's applied at home. The runner does advance to second. That's Gales, and Everson does make it to first.
Batting for Castlewood, number 3, the first baseman, Kipton Eason.
Theraldson's retired on the 1-2 putout. And Everson makes it to first. So again, a runner in scoring position at second. That's Gales. First pitch grounded softly towards third. Hansen has it, a low throw that pulls down off the bag. He gets away. Coming home is Gales. He'll score. Runners go from second to third. Another one coming around. The throw to the plate, and they got caught in the runner on the rundown. The throw back to third, almost high. Goes back to Hansen at the plate. The tag will be applied. The third out is there, but an errant throw ends the inning. But Castlewood ties this game up at 2 on the poor throw from Hansen at third. Oh my goodness. We got a brand new ball game. Let's go to the top of the 7th. We're tied at 2. Back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
When life gives your car a tough break, count on Sealand Auto Body in Sisseton to get you back on the road fast. From minor dings to major collision repairs, their experienced team delivers top-quality workmanship with the kind of hometown service you can trust. Dan and the crew at Sealand Auto Body take pride in doing the job right, so you can drive away with confidence. Find them on East Highway 10 in Sisseton. Sealand Auto Body, where quality and care come standard. Need printing, office supplies, or want to turn your favorite memories into beautiful canvas prints? Stop by the Sisseton Courier and Deitch Printing. From business cards, flyers, posters, forms, banners, and programs to just about anything on paper, we have the printing services you need. Plus, we carry office supplies and can turn your favorite photos into beautiful custom canvas prints for your home or office. Sisseton Courier and Deitch Printing. We do more than a weekly newspaper.
Top of the 7th from Castlewood Baseball Field. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a brand new ball game. A throwing error at third by Bryson Hansen has completely changed the game. We're deadlocked at 2. And Bradley Hansen, who's been pitching so well, those 2 runs coming in the 6th, he does get out of the inning tied. But what a job by Castlewood, never giving up, staying with it, and they have leveled this game at 2. Caden Nedved back to work. He's going up against the top of the order. First up, Levi Nelson flies at first base side, foul, ground, and out of play. 0-1 the count, and one of the dugouts over there making noise on the foul ball, just getting the energy up. And if that's Castlewood's dugout, I don't blame them. They certainly should have the energy up. They just leveled the game. 0-1. Soft little blooper towards second, over the head of McMillan into right field for a base hit. Nelson aboard with his 3rd hit of the night.
LJ Crooks. Have a new pitcher.
That'll bring out a mound visit for Booker Schooley. That's going to be the end of the night for Caden Nedved. And what an outing it was for him. Manager Booker Schooley takes the baseball from him. We'll have a pitching change brought to you by Sisseton Livestock Auction. A call to the bullpen while Castlewood makes the change. We'll pause for these words. We'll be back in 30 seconds to tell you the new name and number on the other side when we return. Back in 30 seconds on Superstar Country B103.
Need custom gear? Visit 605 Design and Apparel on Veterans Avenue. They specialize in unique logos and designs with direct transfers and embroidery on t-shirts, hoodies, caps, and have a great selection of Sisseton Redmond apparel in store. Whether it's for your business, school, sports team, family reunion, or party, they'll personalize it with a quick turnaround. For standout designs and speedy service, choose 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton. Check them out on Facebook today.
Back at Castlewood Baseball Field, Caden Nedved's night is done. Brody Bass takes over on the mound for Castlewood Post 250. Defensive changes brought to you by 605 Design and Apparel in Sisseton. Simple change, Brody Bass from short to pitcher, and Caden Nedved presumably will go from pitcher to shortstop, I should say.
Yep.
Those are your defensive changes.
Number 2, Brody Bass.
Levi Nelson, man, he's been a thorn in the side of Castlewood tonight. He's been on 4 times, 3 of which via the single. 1 was a walk. That was back in the 1st. Get you Nedved's final line in just a moment. He goes through 6 innings giving up. That was 6 hits for Nedved. Line not officially closed yet in terms of runs. He is responsible for Nelson on first. But other than that, Nedved kept his walk count relatively low tonight. Only 2 walks. And towards 10 strikeouts. It was either 8 or 9. We'll get you that in just a moment. LJ Crooks is up. First pitch gets away from Thoraldson behind the plate. Nelson takes second easily. Nelson was off with the pitch regardless. So even if Thoraldson were to block it, it might not have mattered. Nelson with his 5th stolen base tonight. My goodness. 1-0. Grounded towards shortstop. Coming in is Gales to get it. Strong throw across the diamond. A good scoop at first by Eatson to get the out. Nelson, though, on that play will take third.
Now to bat for Sisseton, number 3, the first baseman, Max Dolan.
That's a heck of a grab from Eatson at first. That brings up Max Dolan. 9 strikeouts in total for Nedved. First pitch to Dolan from Bass. Swing and a miss. High and inside fastball. Bass has a great fastball, too. And a lot of times for these Sisseton hitters, they have a hard time catching up to the fastball. But Dolan pokes that one into right field. It's shallow. It's dropping. Fair ball down the first base line. Into score comes Nelson. Dolan takes the turn and hold. An RBI single and a big run for Sisseton. They retake the lead 3-2.
Now batting for Sisseton, number 10, the catcher, Rylan Anderson.
That brings up Rylan Anderson. Rough night for Rylan. 3 ground outs. First pitch to Anderson. Fastball rides outside for ball 1. All 3 runs for Sisseton have came via Levi Nelson. The 1-0. Fastball rides low. 2-0 the count to Rylan. Bryson Hansen waits on deck. On deck's brought to you by Theo and Auto Body. 7th inning brought to you by Venture Communications. 2-0, pumped in the zone for a strike. It's 2-1. One on, one out, 2-1. Fastball high and outside. 3-1 the count to Rylan Anderson. 3-2 Sisseton. Nelson scores for the 3rd time thanks to Max Dowan's RBI single. The 3-1. Low and away. Anderson draws a walk. He's aboard for the first time tonight.
Sisseton's number 11, the third baseman, Bryson Hansen.
Hansen, 2 pop-outs and a walk tonight. Dowan on second, Anderson on first. First pitch from Bass. Fastball misses inside for ball 1. Just as Castlewood ties this game at 2, Sisseton responds with a run in the top of the 7th. 1-0. Skied in the air towards center, ranging over his shortsman, still coming on. He can't get there. It's under his glove and trickles behind him. Dowan on his way to third. The windmill is on. Here comes Dowan. There could be a play at the plate. The throw. Oh, big collision at home. The ball skips away to the backstop. Dowan does score. And a scary-looking collision behind the plate as the glove gets thrown down behind the plate by Jax Theraldson. It's 4-2 Sisseton. But obviously the concern right now is for Jax Theraldson. Anderson takes third. Hansen takes second. Theraldson was lined up to try and make that tag. The throw ended up getting there. And just a big collision at the plate, and manager Booker Schooley not taking any chances. Looks like Jax Theraldson is going to exit this game. And you hate to see that for Theraldson. Guy who's battled all night long. Was one of the runners in that 6th inning. That jump-started things for Castlewood when they needed it, and Theraldson exits after taking a scary-looking collision by Max Dowan. And Dowan, he looks to be okay, but Theraldson ended up taking the worst of that. So we'll get a stoppage in play with Sisseton leading 4-2 in the top of the 7th. 2 runs Sisseton's responded with in the top of the 7th. Manager Booker Schooley just going over to the umpires to detail the defensive changes that are going to happen with Theraldson out of this ball game. And while we have a moment, we're going to step aside with the stoppage in play. We'll be back in 1 minute. It's 4-2 Sisseton. We'll return to action in 1 minute. You're listening to Superstar Country B103.
At Woodland Cabinetry in Sisseton, we don't just build cabinets, we build futures. As an employee-owned company, every team member has a stake in our success. That means more pride in the work, more dedication to quality, and more reason to go that extra mile. Whether you're looking for a great place to work or custom cabinetry made with care, Woodland Cabinetry delivers. Stop by or visit woodlandcabinetry.com and see what employee ownership really looks like.
Sisseton Livestock Auction, always a proud supporter of all high school activities, including the arts, speech, sports, and music. All classes provide a very important part of learning. Sisseton Livestock recognizes parents, coaches, and teachers for representing our school and community. Congratulations for your achievement. It takes a great effort and teamwork from everyone to be there. Good luck in your game from everyone at the Sisseton Livestock Auction.
We're back at Castlewood Baseball Field, 4-2 Sisseton. Still a little bit of a lengthy delay for Jax Theraldson. If you're just joining us, Jax took a nasty collision. There was a play at the plate, ultimately could not squeeze the glove. He exits after the collision from Max Dowan, and taking his spot now is going to be, once we get the new number there, 24. That's Logan McMillan behind the plate. So Logan McMillan will take the spot of Jax Theraldson, who exits with that collision. Certainly hope that Jax is going to be okay. And that brings up Luke Nielsen with 2 in scoring position. Infield's in. Nielsen swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Anderson on third, Hansen on second. 2 runs have scored this inning for Sisseton, 4-2. 0-1. Fastball pops out of the glove of McMillan. Coming home on the play is Anderson. There won't be any play. Moving to third is Hansen. It's 5-2 Sisseton. Three big runs for Sisseton have plated in this 7th inning. Each one a bit more of insurance, as McMillan could not squeeze the glove behind the plate. Lets that one go to the backstop, and Anderson scores easily. 1-1 the count to Luke Nielsen. 1 gone in the top of the 7th. Now 5-2 Sisseton on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Bass coming in relief for Caden Nedved. And time called here as McMillan exchanges his mask for a new one. And he's back and ready to go. Luke Nielsen digs back in. It's been a struggle tonight for Luke. 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out. The 1-1. Inside, hit him in the helmet. Nielsen looks to be okay, but man, another scary moment in this game, and Nielsen will jog down to first with a hit by pitch.
Batting for Sisseton is number 5, the left fielder, J.J. Ham.
That's going to bring up J.J. Ham. Runners at the corners, 1 out for Sisseton. Hansen at third, Nielsen on first. Here's J.J. Ham. First pitch, runner goes from first in there for a strike. The transfer couldn't be handled cleanly by McMillan, and Nielsen swipes second. 2 in scoring position for Sisseton. Hansen on third, Nielsen on second. The 0-1 Ham. High pop-up in on the infield behind the plate. McMillan racing over towards the fence, and it'll be just out of his reach as that goes fouling out of play. Bass quickly ahead in the count, 0-2 to J.J. Ham. There's 1 out in for Bass. This is the part of the lineup that you want. The bottom part of the lineup has struggled tonight for Sisseton. The bottom 3 struck out a total of 6 times. And if you're counting Luke Nielsen, that's an additional 2 strikeouts. So make that the bottom 4, striking out a total of 8 times. Low and outside. What a block by McMillan. Hansen thought about streaking for home, and McMillan comes up with the baseball, and I don't think Hansen expected it. 1-2 the count to J.J. Ham. He was hit by a pitch, doubled, and struck out today. 1-2. Grounded towards second, gobbled up in a couple hops by Proctor. He'll throw home, but it's not in time. Try to get the play at the plate, but you wonder if there was enough time to get the runner at first, but it's another run that scores for Sisseton. It's 6-2. Ham reaches for the 3rd time tonight on a fielder's choice. Hansen scores from third. That brings up Ryder White. There goes the runner from first. High and outside. Pops off the glove of McMillan. Coming home is Nielsen. He'll make it without a play. Going all the way to third is Ham. He'll make it standing up. 7-2 Sisseton. Post 50s pouring it on.
Time.
5 unanswered runs for Sisseton this inning. Manager Booker Schooley out to the mound. That's going to be the end of the night for Brody Bass. So will they make the change again? We'll pause for these words. We'll be back in 30 seconds to get you the new name and number. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Superstar Country B103.
Summer savings are heating up at First Call Auto Parts Napa, Sisseton, Webster, and Wheaton. Right now, claim a $25 Napa gift card for the purchase of a qualifying AAA battery. Plus, receive a Napa USA Shield Ultimate Cap with any $40 purchase while supplies last. Whether you're headed to the lake, the campground, or the job site, First Call Auto Parts has everything you need to keep your car or pickup running strong through these hot summer months. Stop by First Call Auto Parts Napa in Sisseton, Webster, or Wheaton, where summer savings are waiting for you.
Back at Castlewood Baseball Field, 7-2 Sisseton. Post 50, pouring it on in the latter parts of this game. Brody Bass's night is done, and now taking his place for Bass will be Davis Gales taking over on the mound. Pitching change, a call to the bullpen brought to you by Sisseton Livestock Auction.
Number 20, the right fielder, Ryder White.
So Gales comes in to pitch, and Bass takes his spot at third. First pitch from Gales misses outside. It was a 1-0 count to Ryder White, so that pitch misses outside. It's 2-0. Good hitters count to White. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. White takes a strike on the outside corner. Count should be 2-1 to Ryder White. The pitch. Outside, 3-1 the count to White. Hams on third, 5 unanswered runs for Sisseton in the top of the 7th. Gales is ready. 3-1. That one at the bottom rail for strike 2, and Gales fills the count. Castlewood looking for that big second out. The pitch. Grounded foul back behind the plate. Or no, it was swung on and missed. Throw down to first to complete the strikeout is McMillan, but Ham comes home on the throw. It's 8-2 Sisseton. So I beg your pardon, Ryder White goes down on strikes, and there is the second out.
Brad Hansen batting. Up to bat for Sisseton, number 1, the pitcher, Brad Hansen.
Bradley Hansen has grabbed a bat. Pinch hitting for Kester Cerebin. Heck of a night on the mound, and now he takes the first pitch inside for ball 1. And here we thought Hansen was going to be strictly limited to pitching. He must have said something in the dugout that says, hey, I'm good to hit. Here's the 1-0. Low and outside, 2-0 to Hansen. Still has a little bit of a hard time tracking the ball, but we'll see, though. He's got a 2-0 count. See if he can put bat to ball. 2-0. Low and inside, 3-0 to Hansen. Hansen pitch hitting for Cerebin. Struck out all 3 times, did Kester. Empty base path and a 3-0 count. The pitch. That one finds the outer edge. My goodness. Rather generous call from behind home plate to make it 3-1. Gales is ready. The 3-1. That one misses low and outside, and Hansen aboard on first for the first time tonight.
Now batting for Sisseton, number 12, the shortstop, Levi Nelson.
That's going to bring up Levi Nelson. Sisseton has hit around. Nelson started it all, and here he's up again. First pitch to Levi, low and inside for ball 1. Third pitcher tonight for Castlewood, post 250. Gales trying to get out of this 7th inning, which has turned into a nightmare for Castlewood. That fastball finds the inner part of the zone for a called strike, and it's 1-1. 2 outs in the top of the 7th, 8-2 Sisseton on the Stilson Service scoreboard. Bradley Hansen at first via the walk, the 1-1. That one finds the inside corner for a strike, and it's 1-2. Nelson, 3 for 3. 3 singles and a walk. Been a thorn in the side of Castlewood. 1-2. In the dirt, blocked by McMillan, but going towards second is Hansen. He'll make it standing up. Hansen doing it all. Pitching, hitting, stealing bases. He can do it all. Gales is ready. The 2-2. Inside, Levi works the count full. LJ Crooks waits on deck. On deck's brought to you by Thielen Auto Body. This 7th inning brought to you by Venture Communications. The 3-2. Low in the dirt. Nelson is aboard for the 5th time tonight.
Batting for Sisseton, number 8, the center fielder, LJ Crooks.
That brings up LJ Crooks. First pitch to LJ. Rides inside for ball 1. Hansen on second, Nelson on first. Sisseton has exploded for 6 runs in the 7th inning. 1-0. In the dirt, good block by McMillan. 2-0, good hitters count to LJ Crooks. Single strikeout, pop-out, ground-out for LJ. 1 for 4. Gale's just trying to get out of this inning. He's got 27 pitches already. 2-0. That one finds the zone, taken all the way for Crooks, and it's 2-1. Gale's working first base side of the rubber. He's quick to work on LJ. 2-1. Inside, and that is 3-1. LJ digs back in. The pitch in the dirt, that gets away from McMillan. It's a walk anyways, so all runners will move station to station regardless. Bases loaded for Sisseton. The inning continues. 3 consecutive have reached.
Batting for Sisseton is number 3, the first baseman, Max Dahlin.
That brings up Max Dahlin. Ducks on the pond for Dahlin. Loves to hit for power. First pitch to Dahlin, fouled back to the fence. Dahlin, no stranger to hitting home runs. 3-10 out to left and right. If he gets a hold of one, it could go a long way. 0-1. Rides outside with the fastball, 1-1. Bases loaded for Sisseton. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. 8-2. Post 50 leads Castlewood. Gales is ready. 1-1. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. Good bounce back pitch from Davis Gales. He's looking to put this inning to rest. The 1-2. Outside. 2-2 to Dahlin. Dahlin, 2 singles, reached on an error, and a pop-out. He's 2 for 4. The 2-2 behind Dahlin. That fills the count. Nowhere to put him. 3-2. 2 outs in the top of the 7th. 8-2 Sisseton. Runners will be off of the pitch. Gales has thrown 39 pitches. What will pitch 40 entail? Here it is. Runners go in the dirt. That's going to bring in another run. Via the walk, it's 9-2 Sisseton.
Now batting for Sisseton's number 10, the catcher, Rylan Anderson.
Bradley Hansen scores from third. Yet another run for Sisseton. They've scored 7 unanswered runs. First pitch to Anderson, fouled back behind the plate. 0-1 the count to Rylan. Rylan's only reached base once tonight. That was back just a little bit ago this inning via the walk. Other than that, it's been 3 groundouts. Pitch in the dirt, that gets away from McMillan. Coming home is Levi Nelson. He'll score easily. Crooks goes to third. Dahlin goes to second. 10-2 Sisseton. Got a feel for Castlewood. They tied this game up in the 6th, 2-2, and since then, Sisseton not messing around anymore. They have played it 8. 1-1 rides well high to Rylan Anderson and inside. 2-1. Thirteenth man of the plate this inning for Sisseton post 50. 2-1. Grounded sharply, knocked down with the glove by Gales, picks it up, throws to first in time, and that finally ends the inning on the 1-3 putout, but not before Sisseton plates 8, a crooked number in the top of the 7th. They have an 8-run cushion. Last call for Castlewood as we go to the bottom of the 7th, back in 1 minute on Superstar Country B103.
Dakota Connection C-Store. On your way to the game or coming home from the game, stop at Dakota Connection C-Store for the snacks and drinks everyone wants. And you can top off the tank. Dakota Connection C-Store. Open 8 a.m. to midnight, 7 days a week. Friendly smiles and everything you need to make your trip a great memory. Dakota Connection C-Store. Hoping that all of our area teams have a great season. Dakota Connection.
Data limits and slow speeds holding your home and devices back from their potential? Venture Communications is ready to help make your smart home with their extreme Wi-Fi coverage. No data limits for all of your smart home needs, including camera systems, remote thermostat controls, and streaming needs. Free email address too. Equipment provided and maintained by Venture Communications for worry-free Wi-Fi. To get extreme Wi-Fi coverage, whether you venture in or around your home, contact Venture Communications 852-2224 or online at www.venturecom.net.
Sisseton puts up a crooked number in the top of the 7th. They lead 10-2. Last call for Castlewood post 250. And Bradley Hansen back on the mound looking to go the distance. He faces 7, 8, and 9.
Leo taking care of that. 38. Barely see it, but.
And there will be pinch hitter first up, grabbing the bat for Dante Schwartzman. As we pull up the team here, let me get you that name and number. That is Leo taken care of.
Up to bat for Castlewood, number 88. Leo taken care of.
So Leo going to start things off, pinch hitting for Dante Schwartzman, who ends the night 0 for 2 on a ground out and a strikeout. First pitch from Bradley Hansen is swung on and missed for strike 1. Hansen began this inning with 85 pitches. That's about as efficient as you can ask for, and he's 3 outs away from going the distance. 0-1 on the outer edge for a called strike, and it's 0-2. Hansen wasting no time, quick to work on taking care of. 0-2. Fastball rides high and outside, 1-2. 7 strikeouts tonight for Hansen. Here's the 1-2. That one just a bit outside, and it's 2-2. The 2-2. On the outside corner, called strike 3. Taken care of, goes down. 1 up and 1 down.
Now to bat for Castlewood, number 9.
Strikeouts brought to you every game by Lake Traverse Resort. I beg your pardon, that's 8 strikeouts tonight for Bradley Hansen. He's approaching double digits. First pitch on the outside corner, called a strike. And another pinch hitter grabbed a bat for Castlewood. That's Lane Hagenson. That one misses outside to Hagenson. It's 1-1. Hagenson pinch hitting for Kyrell Baker, who ended the night with a strikeout and a walk. 1-1. Grounded sharply through the hole on the left side into left for a base hit. So coming off the bench, Hagenson is aboard with a run-out single.
Number 20, Carver Horn.
And another pinch hitter has grabbed a bat for Castlewood. This is Carver Horn up at the dish for Logan McMillan. First pitch to Horn in the dirt. Good, blocked by Anderson. So McMillan at the plate finishes the night with 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. 1-0. Swung on and missed, and that time it's 1-1. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Castlewood trails by 8. Hansen working first base side of the rubber. The 1-1 is outside. 2-1. 98 pitches for Hansen. Holds the glove above the belt. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Words of encouragement on the first base dugout from his Castlewood teammates. 2-2. In the dirt. Good block by Anderson, and it's 3-2. A little confusion with the pitch count. We're now at 97. Here's the break even. In there for strike 3. Horn goes down looking, and Castlewood's down to their final out.
Batting for Castlewood, number 15, Caden Nedved.
That's going to bring up Caden Nedved. Pitched 6 innings tonight, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. First pitch to Caden. Grounded to third, gobbled up by Hansen. Throws across the diamond at first, pulls down one off the bag. It gets away. Going to third is Hagenson. He'll make it there, and going to second is Nedved on the throwing error. So once again, Bryson Hansen with another throwing error at third, uncharacteristically.
The third baseman, Brody Bass.
That brings up Brody Bass with 2 in scoring position. Front door slider from Hansen on the outside corner for a strike. 100 pitches now for Hansen. The 0-1. Fouled back behind the plate off the protector of Anderson. Wasn't called initially, but you could hear the audible click of the catcher's gear. And Castlewood is down to their last strike. Hansen looking to finish the job in his return from injury. He's ready to go. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Sisseton wins. Welcome back, Bradley Hansen. He dominates on the mound with a remarkable performance. Final score from Castlewood. 10-2. Sisseton gets the job done. We'll be back in 2 minutes to wrap this one up on the first Call to Parts Napa post-game show and wrap up this broadcast. We'll be back in 2 minutes on Superstar Country B103.
Headed out on the road or to the big game? Stop by Stilson Service in Sisseton. Fuel up with top-quality Marathon gasoline. Grab your game day snacks, hot coffee, or a quick bite, and stock the cooler with ice-cold drinks. Hitting the lake? Stilson Service has live bait and fishing supplies, too. Locally owned and proud to support our Sisseton Redmond athletes because teamwork and community go hand in hand. Stilson Service, Highway 10, Sisseton. Your one-stop for gas, gear, and good times.
Looking for the perfect spot to relax? Lake Traverse Resort is this area's favorite hotspot on beautiful Lake Traverse. Grab your friends and enjoy a cold beverage and a delicious meal from our full menu. Need a place to stay? LTR also has daily camping sites and cozy cabins for rent, plus a boat ramp for easy lake access. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for great specials. Don't miss out. Lake Traverse Resort, proud sponsor of high school sports. Traverse Electric Cooperative has been powering our rural tri-state area for generations, and now their commitment goes beyond reliable, affordable electricity. They're here with professional electrician services too. From installations and repairs to maintenance, Traverse Electric's licensed and bonded team is ready for your residential, commercial, ag, generator installs, and new building projects. Quality service, hometown values, and a team you can trust. Call Traverse Electric Cooperative today, working together to keep our communities connected.
Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union believes in people helping people. That means putting you first. As your local community-based credit union, they're here to serve your financial needs with personal service and trusted solutions. Visit the newly remodeled office, use the 24-hour ATM, swing by the drive-up window, or stop inside during business hours. Whatever works for you, Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union is here to help. Call or visit today and see how they can improve your financial future. Because at Coteau Valley, you're more than a customer, you're family. Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union, local, trusted, here for you.
Crowd filing out of Castlewood Baseball Field. Final score this evening, 10-2. Sisseton Post 50 gets the win over Castlewood Post 250. It was a really interesting ball game. Sisseton started out first, scoring in the top of the first via Levi Nelson, ended up plating a second run in the top of the fifth. Some dominant pitching on both sides. Caden Nedved, although he gave up a total of 3 runs in his outing, it was really good stuff tonight from Caden Nedved, and that's the kind of stuff he can do. Pitched a no-hitter last Friday, and he showed some good stuff tonight, but unfortunately too tall of a drink of water for Sisseton to handle as they jumped on the pitching and jumped on the relief pitching as well as they win this one 10-2. Nedved goes 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts. Bass goes a third of an inning, giving up 3 hits, 1 walk, and no strikeouts, and Davis Gales goes the remaining 2/3 of that explosive top of the 7th inning, where Sisseton plated 8 runs in that 7th inning. Final line for Sisseton, and arguably the story of the night. Bradley Hansen, 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts. Complete game for Bradley Hansen in his return from injury, being out since June 29th with a concussion. Returns tonight, and he is back like he never left. What a story that is for Bradley Hansen, coming into Castlewood, who tied it in the bottom of the 6th with 2 runs. It was a brand new ball game. The energy was brought back into Castlewood, but Sisseton with a wicked counterpunch able to get the job done. They get the win 10-2. Sisseton improves to 15-5. Castlewood falls to 2-12 on the year. Well, we'll take one more break. We'll come on back in 1 minute to preview the next matchup and wrap up this broadcast. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Superstar Country B103.
Sisseton Wahpeton Health and Fitness Center was established in 1999. They provide state-of-the-art exercise equipment in a quality, safe, and professional environment. They have personal trainers and a registered dietitian available, and have daily classes with challenges in walking and running clubs. Now offering 24-hour access to all local residents. Call 698-3922 and get fit and healthy again. Sisseton Wahpeton Health and Fitness is proud to support all area high school athletics.
At Dakota Bank, we're proud to be a state-chartered bank with the flexibility to meet your needs and the heart to invest where it matters most, right here at home. Through our Give Where We Live initiative, we're committed to making a positive impact in the communities we serve. From banking and insurance to mortgage and trust services, Dakota Bank is here for customers who value strong, lasting financial relationships, and as always, we're proud supporters of high school sports. Best of luck to all teams. We're cheering you on.
Back one final time at Castlewood Baseball Field. Final score, Sisseton Post 50 gets the win 10-2 over Castlewood Post 250. Sisseton once again improving to 15-5 on the year. Castlewood dropping to 2-12 in the 2026 summer ball season. Well, coming up next for Sisseton Post 50, they return back home to Brewster Gunderson Field on Tuesday, July 14th, where that'll be senior night for Sisseton Post 50. They host Big Stone Post 229 in a doubleheader. We're headed down to Ortonville, Minnesota. Did Sisseton back on June 29th, and now Big Stone comes to Brewster Gunderson, where they complete the home and home in the doubleheader. And later that week as well, Thursday the 16th, Sisseton will be traveling to Redfield to play Redfield Post 92. It was originally scheduled to be a home game, but with that cancellation with the Redfield game earlier in the year, they've decided to switch it back to how it was originally scheduled, where Redfield was hosting Sisseton. So that's what's going to happen on Thursday, next Thursday, July 16th. Unsure if we'll have the Redfield broadcast for you on B103, but we will have the Big Stone broadcast for you on Tuesday, July 14th, right here on B103. We hope you can join us from then. But another great win for Sisseton, and once more, Bradley Hansen, what a job he did. Going the distance, returned from injury, and utter domination on the mound from number 1. Welcome back, Bradley Hansen. That's going to wrap up the broadcast from Castlewood Baseball Field. Want to thank you so much for listening on Superstar Country B103 and for watching us on B103 KBWS on YouTube. Make sure to hit subscribe and click that little notification bell so as never to miss a moment when we go live and cover local and area high school athletics. A big thank you as well to all the sponsors who make this broadcast possible. They include 605 Design and Apparel, Woodland Cabinetry, the Sisseton Livestock Auction, First Call Auto Parts Napa, Dakota Connection C-Store, Venture Communications, Stilson Service, Lake Traverse Resort, Traverse Electric Co-op, Coteau Valley Federal Credit Union in Sisseton, the Sisseton Dental Clinic, SWO Health and Fitness, Dakota Bank in Sisseton, Thielen Auto Body, and the Sisseton Courier. Without their support, these broadcasts would not be possible at all. So we thank those wonderful people for sponsoring American Legion Baseball tonight and all season long. Once more, a big thank you to Kerwin Sareben, pushing the 1s and 2s, keeping us on the air, making this broadcast absolutely flawless. Kerwin, thank you so much for your help tonight and all season long. It's truly appreciated. For one final time, I'm Michael Rosencrantz saying so long from Castlewood Baseball Field as Sisseton Post 50 gets the win in dominant fashion by a final score of 10-2. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a great night, everybody.